Hello. I am really excited because today I asked my Building More Than Just a Body tribe, tell me, what are you struggling with when it comes to achieving your goals? And I did a poll and I gave them a few different options, and the one that had the most votes was the 6 steps, or not even steps, but just staying on track. And then I was like, I'm going to share these 6 steps that I have to stay on track so that you can achieve your goals. So I'm really excited to be bringing this to you guys today. Is this something you struggle with? Let me know. Want to give you a heads up, if I'm talking differently or strange, my tongue is swollen because today in jiu-jitsu, I bit off a chunk on each side. So that was fun. No, but anyways, let's get right into it because I know that there are people out there who struggle to stay on track. And this is what is their main detrimental point or their main sabotage to achieving their goals, right? Like you're one step away from achieving your goals and then all of a sudden you don't because you get off track, right? So what if you didn't have like a one-track mind, right? There's not like one specific way. But I'm going to give you 6 steps so that you can truly align with yourself and what it is you're looking to achieve so that it's a personal journey, because ultimately it all comes down to a personal transformation. So these 6 steps are really going to help you to stay on track if you choose to use them, okay? So step number 1, reconnect. Reconnect with your why. So as you're reconnecting with your why, it is going to make your emotional drivers stronger. When you have strong emotional drivers, you are more likely to actually do the work, to actually take the action. You are just way more likely to do this. So when you have a strong reason why, and I'm not talking like, oh, you want to lose weight and your why is because you want to be healthier. No, I'm not talking about that why. I'm talking about the why that's at your core. Like the core of the reason why you are doing what you're doing or what you're set out to do. Not just why. Not just why, the first thing that comes to mind, but the why that's rooted even deeper than that, right? Like maybe someone's looking to lose weight, they want to be healthier, but they want to be healthier because their family has struggled with diseases that have caused them to die, and they don't want to end up like them because they have a family, or they want to have a family to love and support and to be there for. They don't want to miss anything, right? So the why is so much deeper. Reconnect with your why. Step number 2, align with the bigger vision, okay? So aligning with the bigger vision is huge because how can we hit a target that we can't even see? It is so important to align with your big vision every single day. If you can truly connect to that big vision and ask yourself, where am I heading? Why am I doing this, right? We connected with the why, and now we're asking ourselves, what is the big vision? Like, what is so attractive about sticking to this? Because if we don't have a reason to stick to it and we don't even have something to pull us there, then we are only acting from the same identity as the person we are now, who has a life that we don't necessarily want. And that leads me to my next point. Step into, this is step number 3, step into the identity of your best self, because this identity is going to allow you to achieve the goals that you desire. Your best self has already been through this. Your best self already knows what this is like. Your best self gets it. Your best self understands you. Your best self knows what it means to put in the work to stay on track. Your best self knows this. So you need to act from the identity of your best self. So, best thing you can ask yourself is, who do I have to become in order to achieve this? Now, super simple question with a whole lot of depth. Because when you can ask yourself, who do I have to become in order to achieve the results that I desire, then you're opening up the door for you to actually step into that identity. And when I say that, I mean you better freaking step into that identity. Because if you want your life to be different, you have to do something different, right? Definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, right? It just doesn't make any sense because it's insane. Don't be insane. Like, step into your next level identity. That person That version of you knows what needs to get done, and they're already on track to achieving their next goal. What does that look like? Ask yourself that. Excuse me one second. Okay. I needed some tea. So, next thing you need to do is listen. Step number 4, listen. Listen to your body, listen to your soul, listen to the signs that come into your life. Just listen, pay attention, because when you listen to your body, it's going to tell you what you need. When you listen to your soul, it's going to tell you what you need. Your body is a vehicle for your soul to thrive and live. So it wants you to thrive and live. So it's going to tell you what it needs. With that being said, what you can understand and what you can recognize is that just by listening and being more intuitive with your actions, you are going to get ahead. You are going to stay on track because you're respecting your body and what it's telling you. You're listening, you're paying attention, and that is going to make a huge difference. Because, for example, I've been through this. If your body is telling you that it's exhausted and wants sleep, and you're like, no, sleep is for the weak, I can't sleep, and you stay up and all of a sudden you get ill, that's on you because your body was trying to tell you. So this is just a great reminder to listen. Now, this goes hand in hand with the next step, which is increasing your awareness. You have to have high awareness and consciousness, right? We need to increase our levels of awareness and consciousness. Why? Because that's where behavior changes. When we can increase our awareness, we can actually be aware of what could sabotage us, right? These are questions you can ask yourself. What could sabotage you? What could get in your way? What is getting in your way? How am I speaking to myself? These are things you want to be asking yourself to increase your awareness. The more aware you become of who you are, of how you think, of how you act, of things in your life that could sabotage you, then the less likely they are to get in your way. So the more likely you are to succeed. Because if you know what could potentially sabotage your journey, then you know exactly what you need to do in order to prevent that from happening. Because you've already created a path of least resistance. So increase your awareness. It's really, really quite simple if you commit to doing it. If you commit to taking the time for yourself to increase your awareness and go, okay, I recognize what's going on here. I recognize what could happen. Now, the last step that is very important is to shift and also assess and shift your beliefs. Okay, so right now you have beliefs that are wired into your subconscious. You have beliefs that are wired into your conscious mind. You just have beliefs out the wazoo that are either serving you or limiting you. And it's up to you to decide what you're going to do with these beliefs, because your beliefs are ultimately going to determine your actions. And your beliefs are controlling your thoughts. So your beliefs are very powerful. And if you do not have beliefs which serve you in your journey and achieving this goal that you are after, then staying on track is going to be a difficult time for you. But if you go, all right, well, I realize and I recognize that I don't actually believe I can get there, and I recognize that that's not going to help me get there, and I know that I got this belief because when I was a kid, I tried to do this thing one time. I tried to go on the monkey bars, and I fell off, and I broke my arm. This happened to me, but this is just a story I'm telling to use this as a teaching tool, and I broke my arm, and now I never can go on the monkey bars again. I just don't believe in myself, right? So this is something that someone could go through. So you recognize where the beliefs that you have come from, just so that you can learn from them and release them. When you recognize where your beliefs come from, you are assessing that negative emotion that's attached to them. And as soon as you release that negative emotion can only be released from learning from the situation that you went through that caused you to have this particular belief that either serves you or limits you. Now, you might have a belief that is so amazing and benefits you in your journey. Those are the beliefs that you want to hold on to, emphasize, and continuously get through your mind every single day. You want to be connecting with the beliefs that serve you, and you want to be releasing the beliefs that limit you. Now, you might be thinking, well, if I have beliefs that serve me, do I actually have to release the ones that limit me? Technically, no, but you will benefit more if you do it, because when you release the beliefs that don't serve you, you're just creating more space for beliefs that do serve you. So if you can imagine, if this is your mind, like let's say this is your belief hole. Okay, so this is where all your beliefs go. And half of it, let's say 3/4 of it actually. So this is the only part that's covered in beliefs that serve you, right here, that little tiny dot. And you have all this space for the beliefs that don't serve you. Wouldn't it be beneficial to go, I need to release the 3/4 of this circle that are taken up by the beliefs that don't serve me, so that I can then create space for a whole circle of serving beliefs. Now, if you're sitting there going, what? How do I actually make this happen? It comes down to so much, right? Belief is a huge deal. It comes down to, again, identity, alignment, actions, goals, all of this. It's very, very amazing. It's a beautiful journey that you can take yourself on. And this is a huge reason why I wrote Believe Your Way to Badass, because it is so key that we are paying attention to these things, because they can determine our life, and that's crazy. So to stay on track, I highly recommend that you follow these 6 steps. And honestly, I give you guys these because I want you to succeed. I genuinely want to add value to your life. If there's anything that you want to hear about, let me know. I would love to support you in your journey and give you the tools that I've used, learned, or have had in my back pocket. And I want to encourage those of you who felt like this really spoke to you. If you don't have my book yet, I highly recommend getting it. It looks like this. It's on Amazon. It's also on my website. Technically, if you go to my website, it'll just take you to Amazon, at least for right now. But I'm going to be running a really cool promo soon, which I'll tell you guys about later. But for now, go to my website, www.celestial.fit. On the homepage, you will see this, and you can go grab it. Look, it still looks like me doing it. Anyway, check it out. I think that it would be very beneficial. Actually, I know it would be. And there's a video on my website that'll explain it to you if it's the right book for you. As you can see, hold on, there's lines in here to actually take you through the process. So I'm guiding you through it. This is really the guide to redefining your beliefs, developing your self-love, and manifesting your way to your best, most badass self. So I really hope you choose to take that journey. And even if you don't, use these 6 steps and let me know what you think about them. Let me know if they were helpful. And if you're struggling with anything else or something came up or you have questions, let me know. I'd love to support you in your journey. So I hope you have an amazing day, night, or morning, wherever you are in the world. Just make it awesome. And if you know anybody who could benefit from this video, just hit share and let them know. Have a great one. Bye.